Hi, this is Gabby from Ray Studios, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Snoppa Atom. Now, there are going to be a tons of review coming up on this little gimbal. There is already plenty of review to watch on YouTube, so I'm trying to get a different approach. I actually already make a video in which I interview the CEO of Snoppa, and he gave me the rundown for all the features and specs. You can see it clicking somewhere right there. I also got a video with all the footage, testing with different phones, with lenses. You can also click that right here. All these videos are going to be in the description down below and on the ending cards of this video. But when I'm reviewing this, I wanted to have a different approach, and I'm gonna basically talk from my point of view and why I think this is the best smartphone gimbal on the market today. So first reason why I think this is really sweet, and that is portability. I mean, this actually fits in your pocket. Now, when I say it fits in your pocket, don't get me wrong, you're not gonna be carrying this in your pocket the whole day, but this is the deal. I mean, it's easy to put in your backpack first, so it's portable. But then you're shooting, and I don't know, you're taking a branch lake, you're on a break, and then you just slide it in your pocket for 50 minutes. You need to do a phone call, you just put this in your pocket, or another thing that you can do is like lock it on the side of your pants just by having this on the middle. So yeah. This portability, and it's also the lightest gimbal out there. It's the lightest. It's about one of the smallest. It's really small. I mean, you can see it's like more or less the size of my hand. I can put it on the palm of my hand. It's just that much space it takes, and it's very light. So for me, this is a really big deal, because you know what they say? There is a saying that goes, the best camera is the one is always with you, but the same goes for a gimbal. If the gimbal is big and you're gonna leave it at home, that doesn't work. You need to carry it with you all the time, and that's very important. The second reason why I think the Snoppa Atom is really great, and that is the easy of use, and I'm gonna demonstrate that. Basically, when I used to have the Chiun Smooth Q, and when I use the Chiun Smooth 4, you have to balance this thing into the stabilizer, but this one doesn't need balance. You just slap it in there, turn it on, ready to shoot. I didn't even take the case off my phone. It worked with the case. No need balancing. So for me to go grabbing this thing from my pocketless backpack and put a phone, it takes literally 5 seconds. So you don't miss your shots. So you see something exciting, you wanna film it? Well, it takes only 5 seconds to film whatever it is that you're about to film, while in other stabilizers it takes as much as a minute. You're missing your shot. It totally defeats the purpose. If you're not gonna use it, you're gonna missing your shots all the time. Well, I don't know, you might as well just film with your phone without the stabilizer. At least that's my opinion. So being easy to use, just throw it in there and use it, but that's great. Third, and this is also quite important, in this little unit right here, there is wireless charging. And the wireless charging, believe it or not, works with the case, so it's very strong. And this is, I'll tell you why this is important. If you're shooting 4K on your phone, or you're shooting in slow motion on your phone, the battery goes from here to nothing in minutes. I mean, your phone will die instantly. It goes so fast. Having wireless charging and using the battery on the stabilizer, which is not very big, but it will keep your phone from dying. Well, that's pretty important. I mean, if you're shooting for a long time, that's gonna be essential for being able to shoot on a gimbal. You're gonna be shooting a long time, well, keep your phone from dying. Another feature, like if your phone doesn't have wireless charging, you have a micro USB port on this side, you can just plug it in, no problem. On top of that, I throw a bonus in here. There is also a microphone jack. I'm gonna talk about it later in just a moment. Reason number 4, stabilization. I mean, after all, this is a gimbal. It's supposed to stabilize your footage, and not all gimbals stabilize the same way. This one is pretty good at it. I will say the best. I tested against the DJI Go, the Chiun Smooth Q, the Chiun Smooth 4, and the Snoppa N1. And this is the best, and it has some reason for it. The motors on this thing are very strong. The payload is 310 grams, which is the maximum payload on any smartphone gimbal. And that allowed me to use my wide angle lens on my LGB30, which means I need to put the phone a lot to the left. So right now, it's not on the center, it's totally off balance, but because the motors are so strong, it can do that. You can also have a big lens, for example, for iPhone, like the moment lens. That's a great feature. That's a great feature to have, because if you're already buying a gimbal, that means you're pretty serious about video, right? Why not having a wide angle lens? So having good stabilization on a stabilizer, well, yeah, of course, that's what you should have. Reason number 5, you have face and object tracking. Now I know the G and Smooth Q have it, the Smooth 4 have it. I'm not sure if they have object tracking. That's like a new. I haven't tested much with the G and Smooth Q that I had before, but in this gimbal works really good. That allow me to basically, if you're vlogging, just hold the camera in front of you and walk without even paying attention to what you're doing, because it will be always tracking you. So that's very good for bloggers, but the object tracking is very good for filmmakers. So you can get into an object, for example, the camera, put on a slider, and have the slider go while it's tracking the subject. That's pretty cool. So that will give you pretty good footage, like more professional footage. And last but not least, reason number 6 is you have the input microphone jack. That's what I mentioned before, which is somewhere right in there. And then you have another one right here. So for a long time, people who are blogging and wanted to have a smooth footage while they're walking around, because when you're blogging, you don't want to be static. I mean, for what I'm doing right now, these YouTube videos that I do is talking head. That's fine. And here, I put my camera on a tripod. But if you're blogging, you probably want to like get the context of where you are. So you want to be walking around and showing different places. Or travel bloggers, they're all constantly traveling. So you're moving. So having a smooth footage is important. But because you're constantly talking to the camera, well, audio is very important. So with the smartphone gimbals, that was like a big problem. You could have one or the other one, but now you can have both. So you have a microphone input jack with a small cable that goes to the phone, and then you can easily just plug a microphone here. Now, one caveat on this one is that the jacking here is a TRRS, it's not a TRS. Now, what that means for people who don't understand that, the TRS is the standard microphone input jack that you get, for example, from the Rode Video Mic Pro, Rode Video Micro, Saramonic SRM3, these kind of mics. The wireless live I'm wearing now is also a TRS, but this is a TRRS. What that means that you can plug your headphone from your smartphone. For example, you buy I have a LG V30 that comes with headphones. So I basically just plug there and I use the mic on the headphone from the phone, but instead of plugging on the phone that will throw the balance off, you plug it on the side of the gimbal. So I guess you could use an adapter and put more professional level microphones, or you can buy microphones that have TRRS. For example, I have the Aputure A-lav, which I did a review. You can probably see it. I don't know if I put the link, but I will put the link somewhere, don't worry. That also have a TRRS cable adapter. And yeah, you could be using that or any TRRS cable or the headphones that come with your phone. So there you have it. This is why I believe, all these reasons that I just give you now, why I believe this is by far the best 3-axis gimbal stabilizer for a smartphone today, and I think it's going to be for a pretty long time to come, because this is very good. As a matter of fact, I would like to try another reason, and I'm still not sure about pricing right now, but till not too long ago, there was a promotion in Indiegogo for like something insane, like $60. We makes it like insanely cheap. I mean, $60 for this is like, yeah. So that was for early backers. I think you're probably too late now. If you're watching this video now, you're probably too late, but still, it's gonna go for under $200, which is still cheap. When I talked to Jay Zhou, the CEO of Snoppa, he told me he planned to make this the cheapest 3-axis gimbal stabilizer. So he's pricing it very, very aggressively. They're gonna be selling really a lot of these gimbals. So there you have it. This is what I believe. This is the best smartphone stabilizer. If you like this video, please make sure to let me know in the comment section down below what you think of Snoppa Atom. Is this the best? If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. That will help me a lot if you do. This is Gabby from Ray Studios. Till next time.